decided to go through sorority recruitment here at RMU because my sister was in Zeta Tau Alpha when she was here. I know what bond she has with her sisters and still has to this day as an alum, and I wanted that same like home away from home when I was at college.
Right from the start when I went to college, my mom had always told me about her sorority and all of the sisters that she had and the bond that she had with them. And some of her best friends, even still today, are part of her sorority. And that was something that I always wanted. She said that some of her best memories were from a sorority, and it's actually kind of funny because it's brought us closer together.
I joined ZTA because I knew from the start that that's where I wanted to be. I loved everything about them, and I actually went to high school with one of my sisters, and then just as recruitment went on, I just felt more at home.
There really isn't a type in Zeta. It's sort of everyone is unique and everyone is strong and independent and so smart and really just amazing girls. And I think I walked in and saw that these are girls that I can belong with.
Well, one of the first experiences you have when you first come to college is your freshman roommates. I found friendships that I didn't expect at all. And then we went through recruitment together, me and Megan, and on bid day when we both ran to Zeta, it might have been one of the best experiences
I was like,
that I've
she's
ever had.
my sister, and I think we just hugged and like.
It brought us so much closer together, and I wouldn't trade that experience for the world.
So we started out as friends in a freshman dorm, and now we became sisters. So it's just a completely different bond.
I know.
Our philanthropy is breast cancer awareness and education, and as a sorority, we're a group of women who get to go out in the community and on our campus and raise money and awareness for this cause. It's a great feeling whenever you're at one of these events and somebody comes up to you that's been affected by breast cancer and tells you what an impact you're making.
A year before I came to school, my aunt passed away from breast cancer. And she was very young at the time. She has 2 daughters that are my age. There's always that point in time when you stand back and you think, I want to help and I want to do something about it, but you're also one person and you feel like what can you really do? And coming and joining Zeta, where we have 70 girls who are all fighting for the same cause, and not only 70 girls on this campus, but hundreds of girls across the nation, and we're all together and we're all sisters and we're all fighting together to help this cause. And that was something that I really couldn't compare to anything else.
Probably one of my favorite experiences in Zeta was getting my big. And I didn't think I would fall in love like I did all over again until I got my littles. It honestly made me a better person. They motivate me every single day to do better. And we became a family at last. It was
probably the best moment.
The most memorable day.
My favorite part about being in Zeta is the bond that I have found with every single girl, 70 plus of us, and every single girl I can relate to. And I think my favorite part as a whole is, since I don't have siblings at home, getting away from my family, I didn't really feel like I had anyone here that would have my back, that I could go to in the middle of the night if I needed them. And that's what I found with these girls. I could pick up the phone at 4 o'clock in the morning and run to somewhere and they would be there for me.
You know, everyone goes through their boy problems, but I definitely had mine. And when that happened, I can't even begin to tell you how many sisters I had coming up to me, hugging me, you know, crying with me. I called so many of them to help me through it. And I look back 6 months now and realize like I wouldn't have gotten through without them. And just knowing that my big made a sign for me on homecoming weekend and spent the whole game with me in my dorm was my Zeta moment, knowing that I had someone there for me during my absolute worst, and I'll never forget that.
I had a really rough time going through some things, and one of our sisters was in the suite and she had her friends over and she noticed that I was having a hard time, and she said, you know, I have to go take care of my sister, I'll be right back. And she was in my room with me, talking me through some things, crying, and letting her other friends just hang out because she knew that her sister was her top priority and she had to come save me. She's a sister and she's always there for me, and I couldn't thank her enough.
I'm really proud to have a sisterhood that's strong, and my sisters have changed my life, and I can't imagine being anywhere else. I couldn't imagine losing what I have here for anything, and for the rest of my life, I'm glad that I'm gonna have those people with me.